You know, St. Louis is an incredible community. We're going to show some of the great leaders in our community, the businesses that are here, the groups, organizations, and charities that make it so awesome. We'll do this right here live for you on the Cardinal Cowboy Show. Giddy up! Giddy up! Woo!
So this is what we call the dawn of the bobblehead. This is my slice of baseball heaven outside of Busch Stadium. You can see the bobbleheads up top, mostly Cardinals, and then the baseballs and other memorabilia. And this is it.
Unbelievable. So show us a couple of your favorite. You've got so much incredible stuff here.
Yeah,
What
you
are
know,
some of your highlights?
it is funny. There are some things that, well, a lot of things in this room bring me back to different places. I would say probably the unique autographs on some of the baseballs. One in particular, ball signed by Tom Niedenfuhr, who gave up the home run to Ozzie Smith in the '85 NLCS, and he wrote "Go Crazy, folks" on it. Can't imagine he felt great about that, but he did it. Along those same lines, you have Carlos Beltran striking out against Adam Wainwright to win the 2006 NLCS for the Cardinals. And so, again, I'm not sure how much he enjoyed that, but we sure enjoyed having him for that year. Yeah.
Before that.
And a few unique items. This reminds me of the great relationship that Whitey Herzog and Gussie Busch had. It's Whitey after the '82 series says, "This bud's for you."
Like that hat.
Yeah, and the original Cardinal Cowboy.
That's what it was all. That's all
Absolutely.
The Cardinal Cowboy hat there.
Some other kind of points of interest here. These are World Series balls from 2006, from 2011, and 1982, and then various ones from the 60s from the three pennant-winning teams and the two world champions in '64 and '67. And then the rest, just about every Cardinal stadium giveaway, a lot of minor league giveaways, and that fills up pretty much all of that side. And then commemorating the champions, you have the championship trophies.
That's great.
And then on this side is more Hall of Fame memorabilia, starting with the Hall of Fame bobbleheads. My sons even asked me, "Why do you have Cubs bobbleheads?" He said, "Sons," I said, "it's because you respect the game. And these guys were great ball players and Hall of Famers. And Cub or no Cub, they're part of history."
Exactly.
Let's see. Any other interesting items? These baseballs are interesting. This historically is interesting to Mets and Red Sox fans. It's a ball signed by Bill Buckner and Mookie Wilson on that famous Game 6.
Everybody remembers that one.
Yeah, they do.
There's a lot of grief there. The Red Sox finally came back and won one.
That's right.
And now they've won a couple, thanks to a little support from our...
Right. And then the shot heard around the world, Bobby Thompson and Ralph Branca in the that won the pennant for the Giants, that famous call, the Giants win the pennant. That was on that home run ball. Not that ball, actually, although I wish it was. And then more bobbleheads over here. But really, like I said, guys, every era of these pictures, or every time frame of it, does take me back. I mean, Cardinal fans can look at that picture of Willie McGee hitting one of his 2 home runs in Game 3 of the '82 World Series, that great Cardinal infield of Herzog, Ozzie, Tommy Herr, Terry Pendleton, Jack Clark, even a space for Keith Hernandez.
Right.
And then over here you have, these are celebrated Cardinal no-hitters and rookies of the year.
So you have the collection that would be envied by every Cardinal fan in the world. How long does it take to assemble something like this?
Well, I started to get the pieces or to put it all together. The room itself took better part of 6 months to build. I had a great contractor who was great with ideas on the built-ins. But as far as the collecting, it kind of never ends. It started when I was a kid,
Right.
and there's a place kind of for everything. The only problem is eventually you run out of space. But I also found some things that I had in boxes that I didn't realize that take on special meaning. And this one in particular is a personalized autograph from Muhammad Ali that my mother had seen him at a home builders show in 1984. And that was stuck in a box somewhere. I never saw it. Now that takes on special meaning. This picture in particular is very special. This is at the All-Star game in 1963 in Washington, D.C. And you can see that's President Kennedy and Stan Musial in his last season. And he was having such a good season that he did make the All-Star team that year. This picture always resonates with me because you see a great leader, not just a great ball player, but a great person, a great humanitarian. And you see the kind of a sign of the time and of what Kennedy represented. But the funny thing about this, I've heard this story, is that if you can see JFK is laughing in that picture, and Musial apparently had said to him, they said you were too young to be here, meaning in Washington, and they said I was too old, and we fooled them all. And that got a laugh from the president, and literally just months before the tragedy of his assassination. So if you really want to talk about the sign of the times and how the industry, the baseball business has changed, this is a famous photo which really was recreated in Sports Illustrated. This was a Sports Illustrated photo, cover photo, that was recreated for the Cardinals of 2013. But this was noted as the $1 million lineup. Not each one of them making $1 million, combined $1 million. So breaking that down, you've got Roger Maris, Tim McCarver, Hall of Famer and Bob Gibson. You have Mike Shannon, Hall of Famer Lou Brock, Hall of Famer Orlando Cepeda. You have Curt Flood, Julian Javier, Dal Maxwell, Red Shadings, Hall of Famer. Entire team made $1 million, and that was enough to be noteworthy at the time. Pretty remarkable. That's probably $1 billion on the free agent market in 2016 dollars, right?
2016, yeah, these guys would be making somewhere upwards. If you take an average of 15 million per times, yeah, you're in that ballpark for sure. So that's awesome. Well, Stuart, thank you again, man.
Thank you,
This is
Carter.
an incredible facility you've got going on here. A tribute to the best sport in the world, if you ask me, and my favorite team in the whole wide world too. So
Same here.
Exciting, and we appreciate you. Let us come in here and visit
Thanks
you.
for letting me show it to you guys.
We'll be right back with some more Cardinal Cowboy fun. Giddy up.
Giddy